It's me again. Today I'm going to have a chat about boosting posts versus Facebook ad campaigns because, contrary to popular opinion, they are not the same thing. Right, be honest, how many times have you on your Facebook page hit boost button, put a tenner behind it, it got 30 extra reach, and you thought to yourself, yes, I've done a Facebook advertising campaign. We've all done it, but the truth is that's not a Facebook advertising campaign. What that is basically Facebook trying to get, the bottom dollar out of you just to get your post in front of an extra 2 or 3 people that may or may not be in your target market. So let me actually summarize in proper words what a boost button does on Facebook. So a boost button, what it does is a very, very limiting way of getting your post in front of more people, right? So what Facebook want to do is they want to charge you to show your post to people because obviously they know you're making money off of showing your post to people on a business page. They want some of that money as well, right? So what they do is they limit your reach organically to about 1 to 5%, meaning that only about 1 to 5% of the people that follow your page are actually going to see what you're posting. I know, shocking, right? But thankfully they have a solution for that. You can get maximum reach over 100%. Numbers don't go that high, but you have to pay for it. Now, I don't want to take the mick out of Facebook wanting you to pay for stuff because we run Facebook advertising campaigns for clients. That's what we do, right? Without it, we wouldn't be in business. But there's a difference between a Facebook advertising campaign that has research, some thought and planning behind it, and proper advertising assets, and allowing people that don't know much about Facebook advertising to just press a button and thinking they're actually running a Facebook ad campaign, because that's sneaky Facebook. So I'm not here to tell you to not do it, because the fact of the matter is not every single business can run a Facebook ad campaign because either the budget's not there, the timing's not there, you need to feel it out first a little bit. But what I'm here to tell you is to watch out in terms of what it actually is and to manage your expectations. So the benefits of the boost button are it's quick and easy and simple, as in you can do it yourself probably, and the fact is that your post will be seen by more people than it normally would have organically. There's no denying that because the main purpose of the boost button is to get it in front of more people. But the way that differs to an actual proper campaign on Facebook is the limiting things that you can actually do with the boost button on the front end. So here we enter the drawback stage of a boost button. So number one, there's very, very limited targeting. On the Facebook ad campaign in Business Manager, there's a lot of different things and behavior flows that you can go into in terms of targeting people that tend to buy stuff online, tend to shop at different shops via WooCommerce or Shopify, tend to engage in specific groups, tend to live in geographical locations. I like to say this, Facebook knows a lot more about you than you care to agree or acknowledge, and that is true, believe it or not. Just the other day we were doing research for a client, and we found that one of the behavior flows on the Facebook ad campaign you can target is mothers with children who have birthdays coming up. Now think about the level of algorithms and data that has to go into that for Facebook to be able to determine when a certain person on Facebook has a son or a daughter with a birthday coming up in the next, let's say, 30 days. It's madness. But if you're just boosting a post on Facebook, you don't have that luxury. You don't have all these niche targeted things to go into. The majority of the stuff you can say is geographical location, what kind of stuff they like, and how much they earn maybe. The boost button also doesn't offer optimized bidding on a campaign, which means that Facebook and the algorithms behind the ads can figure out how to efficiently spend the marketing dollars or marketing pounds that you're putting into those ads. So with a Facebook ad campaign, if you set a budget of £35 to £45 a day, Facebook is able to look at the ads, look at the audience, and try to align the budget so that it's spent most efficiently to get you the most return. Because obviously, as much as Facebook want your money, they also want you to get a result and come back and spend more money. Whereas with the boost button, that feature's not there, which means basically you're out on your own. Whatever targeting you set, that's who that goes out to. And if you're not an expert in that scenario, which if you're using the boost button, chances are you're not going to get much out of it, apart from just an extra few eyes looking at your post. The next point is Instagram. So when you press the boost button on Facebook, there's no way to run a simultaneous campaign on Instagram. You have to go over to Instagram, press that boost button again, and none of it actually correlates to one active campaign. They're two separate things. And lastly, probably the most important thing, a boost button campaign will not show you how you've gone from spending that money to actually converting it to a return on investment with a client. I mean, up until recently, a couple of months ago, boost buttons didn't even allow call to actions on the ads. So there was absolutely no way you can track what you spent there equated to whatever you got in through the door in terms of inquiries or sales. Now let's jump into ad campaigns, because ad campaigns are like boost buttons on steroids times a million. So a Facebook ad campaign can offer powerful targeting choices, the ability to split test adverts, so you can put together one advert with 2 different ad sets and have it go out to 2 different types of people, or you can create 2 different adverts and have them go to the same audience so you can split test which picture did better, which video did better. What we often do is have the exact same advert go to the exact same target audience, one with a short snippet, maybe like 1 or 2 lines, and one with like a longer form piece of copy, just to see what does better, what people prefer. You have the ability to segregate the budget, so if you have one massive campaign of 5 different ads, you can segregate the budget. So let's say you have a £50 daily ad spend budget, you can tell Facebook that you want to split the ad spend budget 25%, 25%, 25%, 25% equally across 4 ads, for example. Now again, the most important thing is making your money back. So Facebook advertising campaigns have a tracking metric called ROAS, which is return on ad spend. And what that means is essentially return on ad spend. Whatever you spend, how much are you getting back? Now that works with e-commerce stores, so if you have a Shopify or a WooCommerce store, you can connect that straight to your Facebook advertising manager, and you can basically tell this ad spent £50 a day and it returned £150 a day. That means the return on ad spend is 3 times what you put in, because you put in 50 and you got 150 back. Now, just so that I'm not biased, I'm going to go through some drawbacks of Facebook advertising campaigns. So number 1 is you need to be fairly skilled with Facebook Ads Manager to go in, to actually have a profitable campaign. So to make sure that your targeting is set right, make sure that all the parameters are set correctly, make sure that you're actually testing stuff, not just putting something out there and hoping that it works, leaving it as it is for 2 weeks. You need to continuously monitor the campaign and make sure you know what to add, what to take away, to see how you can make the money and bring the success into the campaign. Despite of what you may have heard a guru tell you on a Facebook ad for $197, you can't learn it yourself in a day and then teach others how to do it for a further $197. Another thing is, to do this properly, you're gonna require an upfront investment. Now I don't mean thousands of pounds, but it's not something that will cost you £100 a month. It is something that will require a bit of an investment, especially if you're hiring somebody to do it for you, whether it's an agency or a freelancer, and chances are you're not going to really get far with £5 or £10 ad spend a day. For example, ourselves on campaigns with our clients, the minimum ad spend that we accept on a daily ad spend budget is 25, just because we know you can have the best product in the world, we could be the best ad people in the world, but if you're spending £5 a day, the results just aren't going to be there, because Facebook's not going to show it to enough people to be able to get enough data to be able to show it to enough good people that are going to buy your stuff. That's basically it. The way I split it up is into 4 stages. If you think of it as a triangle going like this, there's 4 stages to advertising on Facebook, and it goes like that. It goes awareness, engagement, leads and sales, and then data. Now the awareness and engagement you can easily get with boost buttons, because you can get the awareness by showing it to more people, and you can get the engagement because if people like what they see, they're going to comment on it, they're going to share it, and they're going to like it. So that's the engagement. But the fact of the matter is, that's where it stops with the boost button. Draw a line under that, and the leads and sales and the data will only come if you have a proper Facebook ad campaign set up. And if you ask me, the leads and sales where the proof is of it actually working in the first place, right? Because there's no point spending a load of money just to show it to a load of people with no action behind it. You want to spend that money, put it in front of people so that they can action it, either buy your stuff or inquire about services. And then finally, the data part is what will keep you sustainable, is what will allow you to scale these ad campaigns in 6 months' time. Because once you have the data of the people that have bought your stuff or have been interested in your stuff, you can take that and accelerate it to further feed it to Facebook and say, find me more people like these people so that I can sell them more stuff. And with the boost button, all you can do is from the scratch say, I want people around London that are between the ages of 25 and 35 and have a bit of disposable income. That's all you can do. It won't show you much data on the back of it, and you won't be able to scale these. You'll be able to have to start from scratch every single time. So that's it. Hopefully I've shed a little bit of light on what it is to boost a post and what it is to actually have a profitable campaign on Facebook using the Facebook Business Manager tool. If you have any questions or you want to ask how any of this applies to you specifically, drop me an email, drop me a message, and just send me a link to your Facebook page. We can look over it and recommend what would be the best for you.